Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting some of the vanilla here into the jar. All right, because I know we're headed over to Chef Dave's.
Very good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. He's actually going to use vanilla extract to make this wonderful apple tart. I can hardly wait.
We just got back from the Garfield Park Conservatory. I got the vanilla.
You got the vanilla?
I got the vanilla for
look
you.
at this.
There it is. This is
let's
for
smell
the apple thing, whatever. What is it you're doing anyway?
Oh, apple tart.
Apple Tarte Tatin.
The only thing we didn't grow this morning is the apples. Okay, so but we brought that over, and we know you want to get started on your, what is it? Apple
Tarte Tatin.
Yeah, whatever you said. Okay, great. I'll just watch and I'll eat. All right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start with apples. I prefer Jonagold apples. It's just my new favorite. It's not too hard, not too soft. I'm going to just use my big knife here, and we're going to go around the edge of the apple. Okay. So I'm kind of holding my fingers kind of in this closed pattern here. But I like to just use one knife because we're going to use the whole apple same way. Okay. And this does take 3 apples, by the way. This is about a 10-inch pan. Okay. So around our apples we go. See how I just kind of scoot those away like that? We're going to cut it right in half, in quarters, take that middle out. Take the middle out, cut it in half, in quarters, take the middle out. You see how nice that is? We're going to take our apples and start cutting them in chunks of about 3. This is a quarter of an apple. So I'm going to take a pan, pretty heavy-duty pan. You can see that this has a handle on it with riveted slots here. That's important because we want to take this whole pan, put it in the oven, take it out, and be able to transport it. We're going to put a little bit of sugar in here, and I'm going to add some water. If you stir any kind of sugar, you can start to see, I don't know if you can tell on the camera there, you can start to see some crystals coming in there. You're going to get this stuck-on mass of just nasty, impossible to clean. We're going to just give this a little bit of a swirl, okay? And I'm going to go right over here and pour a little bit of water in here, okay? Just a touch of water here. Now we're going to stir a little bit of butter in here. Okay, now you can see how this caramel, I've turned my heat off here. Now you can see, as you look in this here, you've got this beautiful swirled caramel here. What we've created here now is a caramel sauce like you pour on your ice cream, okay? And you can see that it just coats your spoon like that, okay? I've got a little butter left in here, no problem. We're going to take a little bit of this Madagascar vanilla here. We were talking about this today. We're going to add just a little touch of cinnamon in here. Give this a toss. In the pan we go. Now I've seen cookbooks and different chefs kind of spend time making a little flour on there. If you want to do it, great. I don't think we need to do that. Cut a sheet about a foot wide. We're going to take our puff pastry, and I've got a hot pan here, but we're just going to put it in our pan and literally smash it down in here. So as we're creating our edges. So when we flip this upside down, the edges will hold the pie together, okay? So you're making kind of an upside down pie crust here. I just took an egg here and busted it up here with a brush, okay? We want to pretty generously brush the top of that dough. Let's put some sugar on here. Touch of this great cinnamon. And if you can either bring it to someone's house like this, or you can serve it like this, and let's show you how that looks. We're going to go right in the oven here. Man, that's smoking hot. Look at it bubbling. That came out awesome. Now, as we tip this, you can see that there's going to be a little caramel. There's going to be a little juice, kind of, you can catch it on the bottom here, coming out of the bottom of your tart. See, we've softened all that caramel up now. Okay, so now we're going to commence the flipping. What we want to do is just take your fingers and this has to be done kind of with your hands. You should get used to touching your food. It really is a good thing, okay? We want to kind of loosen the edges, obviously, for obvious reasons. We want to make sure that this doesn't stick to our pan. And it really never does. We're going to take a plate, okay? Just a regular dinner plate. You can use a paper plate even if you want to. We're going to put this on top of there, okay? Make sure your hands aren't all slippery, okay? And we're going to take the edge of our pan, okay? Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're going to hoist and flip, just like that, okay? And as we lift, now you always peek from the back. Never from the front. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. Look at that beautiful tart. You've got that beautiful dark caramel on there. And if we ever have any apples that kind of move out of place, don't worry. We're going to put a little bit of powdered sugar, not on the apples. It's just going to melt. We're just going to put it on the edge of the tart. And see how good that looks? That's awesome. Look at that beautiful tart. Now, dig in, Chicago. And you can get this recipe at mydiginchicago.com.